actors. A graphical entity governed by a central authority, the state is traditionally viewed as the most important of the three basic organizations in the previous list. This means its leaders claim to represent and exercise authority over all persons within the state territory and claim a right to autonomy internationally. When it comes to international relations, state dominate conventional discourse, even if broad-based political, cultural, religious movements transcend state borders. A political military entity is needed to carry out the agenda. Second, states are not the only frames throughout which to view international relations, particularly in current era of globalization, in which it is apparent that no single state can hope to be the sole agent of collective action to solve global problems. The best now universal IO is the United Nations non-government organizations. As the term suggests, NGOs are composed of private, non-state international actors that could across national boundaries. In this regard, we identify four categories of NGOs of interest and importance to use in the study of international relations and world politics. Private sector economic organizations, although some readers reserve the term NGO for non-profit organization, we apply it to all non-government organizations, include multinational corporations, most of which are private sector and thus non-government organizations. Multinational business corporations and banks are understandably primarily motivated by achieving the economic well-being of their stock and other stakeholders, not necessarily the economic well-being of any one particular state. Of particular interest to many observers of world politics, however, is the influences major corporations and banking institutions really have on the economies of states, particularly those in the developing world, depend on foreign investment. Transnational NGOs claim to have a broader constituency than MNCs or international banks. Activists aim at nothing less than shaping public affairs and how people perceive national and global problems. As a result, global civil society and the role of law associated with this term are increasingly prevalent in discussions of international relations as are efforts to spread democratic forms the governance. The best examples are humanitarian humanitarian relief organizations such as Doctors Without Borders and myriad of international programs in Africa and Asia that seek to improve the quality of life of the poor. NGOs from approximately 60,000 in 1990 to more than 40,000 today. As already noted, states are not the only means by which security can be attained. In fact, where authoritarian governments are in power, it may be the state that poses the greatest threat to one's physical security. In such cases, IOs and NGOs might be called upon to help protect human rights, or individuals may turn to organizations or revolutionary movements dedicated to the overthrow of the exist regimes. We wish to emphasize, however, that while states, international organizations, and no-government organizations are viewed as key actors in world politics, such entities are made up of flesh and blood human rights. As things turned out, pursuit of this essentially domestic agenda has the united consequence of the breakup of the Soviet Union and its Warsaw Pact alliance in Central and Eastern Europe.